Where the Gator Bowl once stood, now stands this facility. TIAA Bank Field. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Jacksonville, Florida. Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And we're underway from Everbank Stadium. Devin Duvernay to return it. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Go, go, go. 30 left.
Here's Etienne to begin the drive. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
Hey, kill.
Going to the ground again on first. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a Jaguar first down.
A split second, all to keep the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
They have themselves another 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. Ralph.
Man in motion, headed right. Gets it to the 15. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take a 6-0 lead right away. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
All right.
Sending a receiver left. First play, Stroud's going to pass. Chased out to his right. He tucks it and takes off.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
All right.
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Former #1 pick, Trayvon Walker on the stop. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
All right.
From From the gun, Stroud. Pass caught by Mixon. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. They're going for this. Diggs there to bring it in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Working quickly here. 1st and 10, a run to Mixon. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
On the carry, here's Dameon Pierce. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. One quarter down in this all-AFC South contest. 7-0 is our score. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. A give to Mixon up the middle. And they take him down right along the 30. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it sets up a Houston first.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Let's go. Hey, south.
He finds Diggs right side. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Third down, Mixon gets it. Gets to space right side. And he has it all the way down to the 8. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Has it in close. And in for the Houston touchdown. Well, whether he stays the go-to guy the entire game, we will all judge together. But no doubt about it on that opening drive, Brock. He was the star. Bunch of catches and a touchdown to begin this one.
Yeah, I think this is twofold. Number one, you love to get this guy started early. He's a playmaker. He's a difference maker. Number two, this defense, well, they better be on high alert because this offense feels like they have a matchup they can attack, and that time attack a 3rd time for 6.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. The tackle is made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
24.
Motioning Washington right. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Jalen Petrie there on the stop. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Everbank. The Jaguars with a chance to score and take a lead into the locker room.
Let's go.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Here we go, son.
Lawrence working from the gun. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line. Here's Etienne on 1st down. And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line.
Sink right.
From the 37. Connection made, Travis Etienne. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Jalen Petrie there on the stop. Etienne on 3rd down. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They're set up at the 35 now.
Red on red. Go, let's go. 11. 30 left. Red.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line.
Hey, Jupiter.
From the gun, Etienne gets it. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Hey.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Luke.
Working inside the red zone. And the defender comes away with it. Picked off by Jalen Petrie. And the Texans make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
They're on 1-yard line.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation. He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
On the creek, right?
This time they'll keep it on the ground. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there, no gain. Ventrell Miller making that play. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Dameon Pierce now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Whoa. Lift the high.
Stroud off the play fake. Into the hands of Schultz. And that is a big hit right after that catch, so the play limited to maybe just a couple yards. From the 29. Hopkins isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Here we go.
3rd and long for him here. Dumped off to his running back. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. Offense in the hurry up here. Looking to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, a give to Etienne. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Offense up to the line fast. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Big 13 heavy. Rip 23. Silver.
A give right side. Here's Bigsby. And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on 3rd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Here we go.
3rd down, Lawrence to throw. The back's got it. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Pierce now on the return. They get to him before that return can amount to much, just beyond the 15-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun now for Stroud. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 1st down, Stroud. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. On the move, headed right. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. And the Jaguars get it back on the final play of the quarter. A nice takeaway to end that 3rd quarter. And they're going to have a new possession waiting to start the 4th. It's Jaguars football with a slight lead. Just got to hang on to it for one final quarter. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
30 left. Hey, go, go. Go,
Duvernay comes in motion right. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
11, Hackett. 11.
A loss of a yard.
Go.
Brings up second
Go.
and 11 at the Texans 50.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Bails out of the pocket quick. And this is caught. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. It's a...
Hey, it's Paul. I was listening to the album. Good luck. You're on your own.
Guess who's back? Back again. She's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
Well, look what the stork brung. Little baby devil with the forked tongue. Ain't it sticking out, yeah, like a sore thumb. With a forehead that it grew horns from. Still a white shirt, pulling up in a Chrysler to the cipher with the in a light shirt. Lyrical technician, an electrician, y'all light work. And I don't gotta play pretend, it's you I make believe. And you know I'm here to stay, cause me, if I was to ever take a leave, it would be aspirin to break a fever. If I was to ask for Megan D Stallion, if she would collab with me, would I really have a shot at her feet? I don't know, but I'm glad to be back like
On the banks of the St. Johns River, there's a good look inside Everbank Stadium here in downtown Jacksonville. Here's the rookie from Arkansas, Cam Little, ready to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. Route.
In motion right here, Washington. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Decent 24. Take right open.
ETN up the middle. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Read it, 24.
From the gun, Bigsby. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games, that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
Well, he's got some breathing room. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Etienne. And I think the ball's out, and the Jags grab it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And now off to the races, down the right side. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, 78 yards. And the Jaguars use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come back.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And some room to work. And out across midfield down to the 45. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a 1st down.
And they'll go again with Etienne. And some space here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, Ron!
Duvernay in motion. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Darnell Savage there to make the tackle.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brian Thomas, 28 yards. And the Jags are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd and 7.
Hey, kill! Here we go.
Here's Lawrence. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Go, let's go. 11.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Jaguars are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they've got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
From the shotgun, Lawrence to the sideline and incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy.
11 Agate on the red. Go. Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Hey, go.
Lawrence. He's going to launch it for Washington. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Now Lawrence to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Washington. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Now Lawrence. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They're going on fourth down. Lawrence. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with great starting field position up near the 50, they might be one completion away from stealing a late field goal here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Lawrence will throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence, 72 yards. And the Jaguars have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw, and that was a long touchdown on the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others.
And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the one. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the two-point attempt is turned aside. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for two here. They'll try and throw for it. Oh, that's the third interception for Lawrence. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. Well, they went for the lead there, and remember, that's the second two-point try they haven't converted on. So those two extra points, if they had those, they'd be winning.
And I think the reason they're going for it here is that they were unsuccessful the first time. So when you miss the first time, you're now in a position where you're chasing points. And in this case, it didn't work out well for them at all.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, of that last possession, needing only the one play to find the end zone on the rushing touchdown.
Yeah, they got that together collectively, didn't they? Total group effort. Although the guy toting the rock, he gets all the credit. It was blocked up so well. The only thing stopping him was running into the goalpost in the back of the end zone.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that, Tote.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Boy, not deterred from those first two failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on fourth down.
Hey, Jupiter, Jupiter.
And they'll indeed go for it. Here's Lawrence. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Let's go.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Now Lawrence. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into the...
And he loses the football a second time. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Another tote for Etienne.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
11.
And one more time, here's Kirk.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. And Thomas has it. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff for Etienne.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Running out of the gun with Etienne.
Stays on his feet. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Lawrence.
Screenplay. Here's Etienne.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Lawrence going to move him around a bit.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Going quickly here to Thomas.
Bottom line, 2-yard gain's just not going to cut it in this situation. You've got to move the ball downfield in order to have a chance.
Defense will give them that the rest of the way. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
11.
They'll run with Etienne.
And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
Now they'll change things up. On 1st down, right back to Etienne.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
13, Luke.
Back to throw. Lawrence.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
What a play there. You got to use that timeout, though.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
11, Agate. Hey, go.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4.
2nd and 6. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. But a flag is down here, so hold on. Let's see what this is about.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Jaguars have won the game. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say...
I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that G, I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in a, she just made a big. I got rolling over, speeding to the money like I'm running from the feds. Posted with my this say yeah. I'm like, whoa, see residuals, watch the money grow. I'm in flow, greatest story told, watch it all unfold. I'm like, whoa, reaping what I sow, harvest getting bigger, they all froze.
Opened in 2001, it lies on the same site and retains the name of the city's beloved former stadium. We're here at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And here we go at Mile High. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Motion man right is Smith. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. P.J. Locke getting there for the stop. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. From the 32. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. Broke through the tackle. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Complete beyond the marker. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he'll push them down to the 6-yard line. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down. Hurts now from the gun. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Pat Surtain has it. He's at midfield. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he makes the let's go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. So we start our game off with a touchdown, Brock, but not on the side of the scoreboard that we were expecting.
Yeah, first drive on defense, the goal is to get off the field, maybe even flip the field with field position. But to score points yourself, that's not something they honestly consider too much. That is until he started that return, baby. And they saw things lining up perfectly for it to happen.
Lots there to tack on the extra point. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
73.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they had that one contained right at the line. Alex Singleton makes the tackle. Working quickly here. 2nd and 10 now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Whatever could go wrong for him so far certainly has. And so many times when we see a QB throw an interception early, it just starts to get in your head. That little seed of doubt, that little thought that you got to flush of, oh, what's going to happen next? Because then you hold the ball.
Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're stuck behind the sticks on 3rd and long. He puts some juice on a deep throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. That's P.J. Locke. And the Broncos are brought down for a loss on the return, but still a good effort on that interception.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Let's go now.
They send a tight end in motion. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And he gets him around 6 there. Cooper DeJean with the stop. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Another run for Williams. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Rolling into enemy territory. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Shotgun snap to Nix. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll throw again. Nix. Touchdown, Denver! So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos double their lead to 14. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. And it's fielded but not returned from the end zone, so the ball's going to be placed at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. From the pistol, Hurts. He's on the move. He's going to... Oh, the football's loose. And the Broncos corral it. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
They've got 1st down from the 31.
Here we go, set. Hiking 18.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. They've got first down from the 31.
Let's go. 18, Pioneer. 18, Rattler. 18, Rattler. Street.
Throwing now, following the turnover. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. On comes Will Lutz in the Broncos field goal unit. This is a 55-yard look from the left hash. Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's Tremon Smith with the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Go! Panther 60. Panther 60. Bring it. Ready.
Here's Williams to start the drive. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
From the 33 on 2nd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
This is ahead for about 5. Jacoby Dean in on the tackle.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Buffalo 18.
Nicks off the play action. Hits his running back. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Right back to Williams on 1st down. And he's brought down for a loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Complete to Mims. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On 3rd down, here's Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless third quarter for us. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a two-score game to begin the fourth.
Got it. Ready?
They need a lot here, but still going for it on 4th and 15.
Right there. Hurt. Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Nix from the gun. That's complete to Vele. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. And this one won't get close. They make the stand and force that turnover on downs. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Broncos are hauled down on the return at the 45-yard line.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team.
Williams now on 1st and 10. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Ready? Warrior 70. Trap 60. Trap 60. 19 Lion. Go.
Throwing here, Nix. He throws a bullet to this. He's got it inside the 10. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos stretch their lead to 21. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Offense in the hurry up here. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Offense up to the line fast. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Eagles hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll be touched down after a big play. They've got to keep moving quick here. 1st down throwing for Hurts. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Hurts throwing again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. and you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. That's a clutch 7-yard pickup, and it pays off the call to go for it on 4th down.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. Now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash the defense. But Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. The back's got it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that gives them 1st and goal. So to the side of many mile-high salutes throughout the building, it's a win at home for the Broncos. And a lot to be happy with on both sides of the football as they come away with a total team victory in this one. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Broncos are winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.
ultra ground music. Riding in the good. I use it. Tighten up, you would lose it. I approve. Matter of fact, I stepped in the fruit. Straight ultra ground makes all you haters get down. You understand what I'm saying?
I can show you lame, how to do this. Stacking money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stacking money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. Hey, I met this girl the other night. She said she wanted be a money white. Respectfully declined because I said I got a wife. She said she wanted her best friend is known around the way. I started hearing about her type. Always with the ball players, that's the one she likes.
Known for some incredible wings and one of the league's most passionate fan bases. We're just outside of Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Cam Little out for the opening kick. And off we go from Highmark Stadium. Ty Johnson now to return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled.
At their own 37-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Five wide. What's that?
Allen setting up play action. This is complete to Dawson Knox. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills.
First tone of the game for James Cook. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. It was Andre Cisco who hauled him down there. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Play action now with Allen. He's got this complete to James Cook. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Alert! What's that?
Allen now on 1st down. He puts some power on a deep one left. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
On the ground, first run for Ray Davis. Has a lane inside the 25. And he's going to get it down to the 18-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
Easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
Caught near the goal line. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. His drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Cook does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line. Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing here, Allen. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up 3rd and goal.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
5 wide.
Fullback trying to power it across. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. No gain on the run, and how about this? It brings up 4th and goal from the 1.
Off 52. 56, 56. That's it.
They'll go. Allen. And he scores. It's a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills finish up an excellent opening series. Dalton Kincaid with a touchdown. Once it became goal-to-goal, Brock, that field goal team just didn't feel like they were ever going to see the field. This team was committed to making a statement on the opening series, even if it meant leaving the offense out there on 4th and goal.
Yeah, I think that's really well said, Kate, for a couple reasons. Number one, you do get a chance to finish, right? So you do all this work to get there, you want to finish it. But you also know if you don't get it, well, you set your opponent up with some really bad field position. I love that decision.
Bass now to kick this away. Devin Duvernay to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Hey, run.
Lawrence starting with a throw. Escapes the pocket. And that is how our first quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. Back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They still have 10 to go here. It's 2nd down. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Buys time, rolling right. The Bills getting close, and they take him down. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Working quickly here.
Hey, kill.
On 2nd down, it's Etienne. And he's brought down for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Love that call, Brock, going for the slant route, trying to move the chains, but the defense read it all the way. They had somebody right there ready to knock that ball out.
You know, if there's one thing consistent with you, Kate, you too love that route.
I love that route, man.
You love the slant. I know. It's from your childhood of watching Jerry and Joe and the Niners do it so well. But this defense, they knew what was coming, and he was able to separate that slant from the ball before it could ever get going.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Easy. Here we go.
Out of the gun, a give to Etienne. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. They go right back to Etienne. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down. Quite the opening drive they put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Tackled on the play by Taylor Rapp. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line. 2nd and 10 now. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped.
Take right open. Go, let's go. Run.
Here we go on 4th. Lawrence. Forced out to his right. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. A give left side, here's Davis. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Ventrell Miller making that play. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Offense in the hurry-up here. Play action now, Allen. He's throwing deep to the left side. This is brought in at the 15. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills will add to their lead at the end of the half. Dalton Kincaid with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Bass on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills double their lead to 14. Bass now to kick this away. He fields it from the 8. First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. He'll throw it. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. So it'll be 2nd down. Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. ETN's got the first down and more. And they'll get him down at the 25-yard line. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Bass now to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense up to the line fast. ETN again. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. That's Gregory Rousseau who cleaned up that play. Here he is on 3rd and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Christian Benford has it. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. I think it's safe to say, Brock, this defense isn't just trying to defend a lead. They are trying to eliminate all doubt. And to that end, a big play to take that interception back for 6.
I think it's very easy for fans to see when an offense goes dormant and conservative and plays it safe. But defenses fight the same challenge, Cade, and kudos to that defensive coordinator. Don't be reckless, but this defense has earned the right to be aggressive.
That one right down the middle. And the Bills stretch their lead to 21. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Return starts from the goal line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Hey, Lion! Here we go.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact. You couldn't do it.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Gun.
Third and long for him here. Chased out to his right. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Hey, kill!
First down throw, Lawrence. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Working quickly here. Here's Etienne on first down. And he's brought down for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the shotgun, Lawrence. On the move, headed right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. That one hits for 30. And that's a Jaguar first down.
Hey, go!
Working inside the red zone. Connection made, Travis Etienne. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Offense in the hurry up here. Etienne takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars get it back to a 14-point game. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a first and 10.
What's that?
Trying it left side with Cook. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. And Trell Miller making that play. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the fourth. Second and 6 coming up here.
Middle. What's that?
Allen on the play action. He beams one deep right side. They connect on the deep shot. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's That's good for a Bills first down. So the big play moves him well past midfield, has him set up now at the 35.
Alert! Look out!
First and 10, here's Allen. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Couldn't connect with Amari Cooper. So it's second down coming up.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
What's that?
Handoff headed right. It's Cook. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Now Allen off the play action. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now 2nd and goal. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Bills feeling good with a 14-point advantage. Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5. Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Back-to-back runs, stop short, and now it leaves him with a big 3rd and goal.
I know they had bigger visions when they called that play. This is one of those spots, Kate, where when a defense is dialed in, especially in the red zone, it's very tough to surprise them with anything.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. From the same spot as an extra point here, 32 yards.
We got ourselves a 3-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
Bass now to kick this away. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, ETN gets it. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut. Gotta hurry this to the line. Here we go, 2nd and 9. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Christian, the ball is loose again. Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Ooh, close call there.
Oh, you know what, Kate? That defense right there, they thought they had a huge play until they saw that ball bouncing out of bounds. One bounce in just the other direction. They're off the field. Instead, well, they're on the field. They got to shake it off, though, and keep this offense from the end zone.
Ooh, almost to throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And it's a really nice gain on the reverse. That call came at the perfect time. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Foye Oluokun with the pick. And the Jaguars see their return stop just a little bit short of their own 30. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
1st and 10, it's Lawrence. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Ryan Thomas Jr., his intended target. And it sets up 2nd down.
Easy 24. Here we go.
Inside handoff goes to ETN. And he's able to maneuver this up past the 30. 6 yards to pick up there.